few kilometres outside the city of Córdoba in southern Spain lie the remains of a once legendary Moorish palace district, the Madinat Al-Zahra. Originally, the name of this palace, the City of Flowers, was not dedicated to the surrounding beauties of nature, but to the favourite wife of a powerful caliph. It is believed that in around 936 AD, the Moorish monarch Abd Ar-Rahman The Third ordered the construction of this huge residence. Work on the palace, the administrative sections and the gardens of Mahdinat Al-Zahra took more than 40 years to complete. Over 10,000 workmen were involved in its construction. But today, little of the former splendour of this Andalusian Versailles is apparent. Only the mighty ruins of the former terraced palace have survived to the present day. Most of the buildings will probably never be restored. Since the beginning of the 20th century, archaeologists from around the world have been excavating more and more of this palatial city and have reconstructed some of its former buildings. In recent years, the new rectangular city of the caliphs that once covered an area of 112 hectares has developed into a popular tourist attraction. Thus far, the work of the archaeologists has mainly focused on the excavation of the palace's most important buildings, in which they've since made several surprising discoveries. It is believed by archaeologists that as much as 90% of the fortified city of the Caliph still remains hidden beneath the ground. The huge area of the palace's former servant quarters gives an insight into the large royal household of Abd Ar-Rahman The Third and his successors. But those who built this fabulous residence were unable to enjoy the beauty of the new palace for very long, because the Al-Andalus Empire was drawing to a close. Toward the beginning of the 11th century, and only 70 years after the completion of Mahdinat Al-Zahra, the military and political strength of the caliphs was beginning to fall apart. In 1013, Hisham II had little defense against the attacks of the fundamental Almoravides and the hostile Berber tribes. Shortly after this, the Umayyads Empire fell into decay, and the magnificent palace city of the caliphs gradually collapsed, and the ruined city was soon forgotten. Since the discovery of this unique site in 1911, both the public and tourist interest in this old Moorish city has gone from strength to strength. However, for some centuries, Mahdinat Al-Zahra was subjected to looting. Its ruins were a tempting source of valuable building materials. By plundering the palace, the subsequent leaders of Andalusia, the Almoravides and Almohades, accelerated the further decline of the buildings. Despite this, some of its treasures have survived, a few of which are in remarkable condition. Thanks to the intensive restoration and reconstruction work of recent years, the buildings of the former reception hall provide a fascinating insight into the royal court of the Moors. The Salón of Abd Ar-Rahman The Third shines out once again in all of its ancient and glorious splendour. Artistic reliefs cover almost all of the hall's interior. Even today, the legends and myths of the former legendary wealth and luxury that dominated the court of the Umayyades caliphs continue to be told. In addition to its various palaces, pavilions, and other splendid buildings, the gardens of Madinat Al-Zahra are also of great renown. The palace complex also contained a stud farm, a zoo with elephants, zebras, and ostriches, as well as an exotic collection of plants. Here, designers, artists, and craftsmen from all over the world created a unique environment that is still attractive even today. This once magnificent palace city was one of the most important centers of Moorish power for the caliphs of Al-Andalus. Soon after its completion, the Madinat Al-Zahra was described as a wonder of the Western Hemisphere, a fairy tale-like synthesis of the arts, located upon the picturesque southern slopes of the Sierra Morena.